chips. All my records go hard, this a champion hit. I've been working for this moment, like I've been in the gym. Jumping all over hurdles, I'm evading the pit. Head to head with anybody, take them, I can shake them. I invite them to the fire, then I bake them. I'ma break them, I'm a Hall of Fame legend. They should go and hang my jersey. Made to put in work, I don't think they really heard me like. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get up out the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Ain't no stopping me, ain't no topping me. I am up, #1 seed, ain't nobody popping up. Got a squad of gorillas from the jungle suited up. You kicking off against me, hope you ready, get it up. I be booted up, popping out a sprinter or a truck. Whole team chasing bags while they chasing us. Calling audible, I read the game, I think it's time to switch. Get hit, if I miss, my teammates got the blitz. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get it out the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Up this magic with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dreams reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Go. Let's go, Lee!
They begin with a run by Davis. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Go, go, go.
Wentz now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Let's go, 57. Mike, 57. Go, Cap, let's go. We got this.
Working from the gun, Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
Hey, hold on. Check 52's the mic. Check. Watch out. Check. Fresno.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
One set, 52. Mike 52. Hey, defense, back up.
Here's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Jackson now. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Jackson from the shotgun. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Check your hot read.
A first down carry for Davis. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Wentz going to throw. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch the slant.
On first down, it's Davis. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. And he's got the hook up to Landry. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Shotgun now for Wentz. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Now Brown. Well, a nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Elliott running right. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
I don't think you got it, son. Shoot.
Now on 2nd and 13, Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum? So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wentz, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
Mike, 55. Ram. 55. Oh, here we go. Oh, he's coming.
To throw, it's Wentz. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
He gets it away, and I think they'll smartly play keep away here from Brown. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. We're scoreless after 1. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Play action. Now Jackson. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. A gain there of 21 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Jackson. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Derek Barnett able to record his 5th sack of the season. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Here's Jackson to throw. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he'll be down at the 46. Well, they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left. He's got it at the 15. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd. Not really any offense for them to speak of here in this first half. Maybe that's what they needed, that big play.
Yeah, it seems that maybe everything changes right there. They've been a little slow out of the gate. We've seen that. But that one big play, that could spark a big burst right here.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing is Jackson. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 12 on the year. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet, trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
That first down completion only netted them 3. 2nd and 7.
You get block me. You get block me. Win 5-3. Win 5-3. Safety cream.
They'll run with Davis. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Now it's Jackson. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. Catch and run, 74 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
And a nice job there on special teams as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Wentz. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. DeMarcus Lawrence has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Here's Wentz to throw. They will find Davis. That's complete. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Brings up 2nd and goal. At the Cowboys 9.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Let's go, team. Gonna be a long day.
Another try for Davis. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Down the man inside, down the man. Big ass. He's checking. Crash, check.
To throw is Wentz. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Santos' kick is up and through, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So they do get to 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? But wave the flag. That's good. Got points, and now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
51. All right, here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get this. Hey, Mike 51.
Now it's Jackson. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can. It's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
It's our time. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Now wins. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Wentz now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Working from the gun, Wentz. He'll let this go end zone for Green. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? Well, some credit there to A.J. Green because he's so tough to cover. Sometimes he causes those penalties.
And he's one of the more difficult guys to cover in the NFL because of his ability to do just about anything on a route. Hard to do. Creates a lot of pass interference calls.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Let's get off the field, D. Switch. 5-9. Let's go. Great.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. And that'll set them back 5.
Let's go.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They go play action now. Jackson going to take a shot for Gallup. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Now Wentz. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And it's 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
50 seconds, come on. Come on. You better bring 50 seconds. 50 seconds.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 28-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Yeah, he'll find Hall. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Now Jackson on first down. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
Partner, they weren't quite in the red zone, but things are starting to get condensed on the field. Throwing the corner route there. Really nice play because it gives them a little bit of room to complete it.
This quarterback now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. You know, the man on our cover, John Madden, so synonymous with these Thanksgiving Day games. He was on TV for these from, I think, 81 to 01, giving out the Turkey Leg Award and Turducken he always talked about. Special when you got a guy going off like this. I think he would be a good recipient of the Turkey Leg Award.
Well, he's definitely already worked on that leg. Is it possible he could end up getting the whole turkey?
Yeah, give him a thigh,
or the
too.
whole turducken. And it's really great that you mentioned Coach Madden because everyone knows him from this. Everyone knows him from the broadcast booth. Remember, he won a Super Bowl as a head coach in Oakland.
Yep, he did indeed. But right now, we are watching maybe one of those turkey leg performances with his second touchdown there. They'll try to get the run game going. Here's Davis. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Credit the tackle there to Aaron Lynch.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got you to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Again, it's Davis. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
46 down, man, 5-4.
Now a play fake. Wentz. And he's got the hook up to Landry. That'll bring up 4th down after back-to-back-to-back 3-yard pickups.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
25, check 25. 6-5-7. Watch twist. Watch twist.
They'll run for it with Davis. And another tackle broken. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Wentz now to throw. Going deep here for Landry. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He was looking for Landry that time.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, tight. There you go. Check.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Ready up. 52. Come on, boy. What? You better be ready. Don't be scared of me.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Coming this way. Here we go.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass, and sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Jackson now. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
Now back to the ground with Elliott. Still on his feet. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
At the 46-yard line.
Jackson, option right. Stepping, Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
First down and 10.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mild.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Don't get nervous.
On the draw, this is Davis. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long.
Brings up 3rd down.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 14.
Mike 57. Watch the run. 57 to Mike. Hey,
From the gun, it's Wentz. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. 17 yards and a first down for Philly.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
The completion good for 3, and it's second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Here's Davis now. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
You don't want none. 57's the mic. Lock 57.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Convert.
Hey, other side, solid. That's great 57.
Throwing on first is Wentz. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Check.
On play action, Wentz. Green brings it in. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
And an Eagle first down.
Wentz now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Wentz. They'll set up the screen with Davis. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And that takes us from second to third down.
Here we go. 280.
We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
57's mine.
I'm here all day.
Now Wentz again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
82.
Check Mike 57. Mike 57. You ain't doing nothing today.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And an alley to run. And he takes it all the way down to the 44-yard line. A big run that time by Elliott. Give him 53 yards on the ground.
First down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So forget about being backed up. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way across midfield. Now they'll try the jet sweep here. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead, 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back, but 8 yards on 1st down puts them back on their heels.
On 2nd down now, it's Elliott, and he gets it down to the 32. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And they'll get him down right around the 16.
I'm going to hit you all day, baby.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Let's get it. Ready? Time to end it. Check 52's the mark. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
Shoot.
And they will take a knee here.
The quarterback keeps it. It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Dallas, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.